everybody. Doc Blade from Forensic Golf. And I want to talk about a big change that's coming with my golf instruction. You know, I live right in Atlanta, and Atlanta is like the freeway of airplanes. And we get all kinds. Some days I've counted 30, 40, 50 planes in the air at one time. It's just amazing. But let's get back on topic. Like I said, there is some breaking news coming with my golf instruction, okay? And it's the way that I have made a difference and made a change in how I teach on a portion of my philosophy. You will no longer see me using the word rotation. And the reason why is because the more and more I start becoming more anatomically sound, and my golf instruction is becoming anatomically based, which teaches a player to become the best physical player they can be, the more I'm starting to get away from certain terms. And one of the terms that I'm getting away from now is rotation. And the reason why is because the thoracic spine, which would include the first 12 vertebrae, are the part of the spine that actually has rotation in there, okay? And it's about 30 to 40% of rotation that the body can do with that, right? The lower spine under compression, and compression would be when we at our swing, right? Under compression, you only want to move that lower spine 10 to 12%. That's how much it actually rotates. So I looked at a lot of the players, great players, Tiger Woods and all of them, and how they sustain these back injuries, right? Knee injuries and so many injuries. And I said, could it be tied into, we know it's physically, but could it also be tied into the language we're using? And I start looking at some other sports. And in these other sports, they wasn't using rotation, and they wasn't having the same type injuries. Okay, so could changing vernacular have a player think a little bit more efficiently? So the term that I'll be using from now on is unit turn. That's it. And a unit turn consists of the shoulders, the chest, the butt end of the club, all the way down to the sole. And the unit turn, all that moves as one for the first 36 inches. And then we just get a little bit of lateral side bend with the target side and lift the arms. So you've heard me say before, tilt the shoulders and lift the arms, right? Well, that was me making the transition away from it. But now I've had a lot of success just calling it unit turn. And again, the unit consists of the shoulders, the chest, the butt end of the club, all the way down to the sole. That is so important. And for the first 36 inches, we move that entire unit together. Then we just achieve a little target side, lateral side bend, and lift the arms. And that's how we get to the top of the swing. Because we know the shoulders have what we call elevators in them, and the shoulders lower and lift, lower and lift, lower and lift. And then the thoracic spine has some turn in it, but it has a lot of tilt in it also. So that's why I'm getting away from rotation, because rotation has a tendency to have people swaying off the ball. Rotation also have people with a tendency to overturning when you don't need that much turn in a golf swing. I like to tell my clients, see if you can stay centered over the ball and let the target side shoulder work under. Now think about this with a unit turn. If my unit turn is starting with the shoulders, the chest, the butt end of the club, all the way down to the sole of the club, for the first 36 inches, look at that. Look at that width and extension that I get while still staying covered on top of the ball. So that's going to be a seismic shift in my teaching. You'll no longer see me using the word rotation, and you'll start seeing me use the term unit turn. Okay, folks? Okay, again, let's do it from this side. So the unit consists of the shoulders, the chest, the butt end of the club, all the way down to the sole. And for the first 36 inches, we moving that unit together, working the target side shoulder underneath the chin while staying centered on the ball. Okay? So that's your unit turn. All right? We're going to get away from the vernacular rotation. Good ball right there. Pure draw. That was my go-to shot, especially the first shot of the day. Started right off to the right and let it just fall back in. So I hope this helps you. It's helping all my clients, making them get it really, really fast. That we're getting away from the term rotation and we're going to start using unit turn, because the one thing I've noticed when we use unit turn is getting the players to have more of an efficient one-piece takeaway. And I'm not seeing that snatch back no more. I'm seeing the unit move together. And once we get that unit moving together and we know that less is more, we start playing some really, really, really good golf. Let's hit another one, okay? Now this time I put the downhill with it. So I'm gonna make a nice unit turn and then I'm gonna downhill and post up. This ball should be struck. Here we go. Wow. Golf shot. Again, same my basic shot, 2-yard baby draw. I had my unit turn and then I had my downhill post up and release. Very simple things you can work on, very simple things you can start breaking down and making them work for you. And one thing, let me tell you about one more thing, that's really, really important. What I've noticed is a lot of clients don't want to spend the time building on the things they need to do to get better. Whereas the better player, he will spend or she will spend 4, 5, 6 weeks working on that one motion until that motion becomes second nature for them. Make sure you're putting in the proper time on task, okay? I like to tell everybody it takes 400 reps before the body starts saying, okay, we're doing something special. And then it takes another 600 reps before the body say, this is part of my swing now. Take care, folks. Hit that subscribe button and hit that bell. I really appreciate you guys, okay? And leave a comment below. Let me know if this makes sense to you. Take care. Wow. Golf shot.